Thursday lunchtime and welcome to the weekend vlog. Yes, it is Thursday, which of course are the new Fridays. I'm just out for some lunch. I'm going to go and pick some lunch up from work. But what do I have? That's the question. It's a bright sunny day, but there's a bit of a nip in the air. So I don't know if I fancy something hot, or should I just go and get a meal deal somewhere? Decisions. It's a tough old life, you know, this. Tough old life. Opted for a Tesco Express meal deal. Let's go and see what we can find. Bit of sushi, prawn mayo. Fancy a bit of prawn. Just tuna sweet corn. Prawn mayo it is. £3.85 with crisps and a drink. Which crisps to have? I do like them. They're so tasty. Bit of McCoy's, happy days, and a drink. Basic Coke or something diet, I suppose. Dr Pepper Zero. That'll work. Finished my Tesco meal deal lunch, consuming my Dr Pepper Zero. Well, I'm just having a break from the office, really. Sat elsewhere, yes. So weekend plans. Do you know what? We've got zero plans again. So I do like these weekends where I've no plans at all. There's things I'd like to do, but you know what? I'm not going to announce anything on here because quite often if I say I'm going to do this, do that, do the other, I don't end up doing it. And then it's in the back of my mind and I feel a little bit guilty for not doing it. So, yeah, I'm just going to... I have no idea what we're going to do. I've got a few ideas of what I'd like to do, but like I say, I'm keeping them to myself at the moment. So just watch this space. Let's see what goes down in OGDuffy town. Anyway, cheers. Might have a beer later. Might not, but I might. Thursday afternoon, home from work. And look, there's little OG.
Hello.
Give us a wave. Check out little OG's hand. I think you're taking your fandom now for that, what's his name, that comedian, a bit far.
Oh, Lemon.
Keith Lemon. I know you're a Keith Lemon fan, but that's just ridiculous.
I'm not a Keith Lemon fan, to be honest with you.
Anyway, little OG, you had a little accident in work, didn't you, buddy?
I did, yeah.
It wasn't little, it was quite big.
He gashed his hand up, seriously, 10 stitches and a lot of blood. A lot of blood.
4 butterflies.
Yeah, 4 butterfly stitches, 10 stitches. And yeah, I went down and I was greeted by a puddle of blood and a very faint looking little OG. He didn't faint, thank God.
Yeah.
Oh dear, but yeah, it was a bit stressful. Anyway, all's well, that ends well.
Sure is.
But no gaming for him at the moment, he can't use that left thumb.
I can't at all.
So no gamepad. I did say to him, mate, you could borrow my Amiga A500 Mini and use the mouse.
You're right.
He's like, no, I ain't playing Lemmings, that's rubbish. Lemmings, rubbish. He said it's a
3 out of 10.
A 3 out of 10 game. Yeah, right, mate. You got no taste.
At the moment, no, I don't.
Anyway, and there's Mrs. OG. All right, Mrs. OG.
With the medical supplies.
And Mrs. OG's been out for the day. She went out with her mum.
Oh, I did, yes.
Bit of shopping with your mum. A nice meal out.
Yes.
And you had some pancakes.
Oh, that was huge.
Yep.
Couldn't eat them all.
And anyway, yeah. What are my plans for this evening? I don't yet know, but we've got Traitors on telly now, along with Big Brother. Although we're getting a little bit bored of Big Brother already, aren't we, to be fair?
I'll probably...
Wasn't someone kicked off last
Oh, someone's been kicked out, but they haven't explained well, shown well.
I probably might call it a day on Big Brother.
Yeah,
I don't think my days of Big Brother are over.
I think we've reached a certain age where maybe it's just not for us anymore.
No.
Yeah, I think, I don't really understand a lot of their pattern of thinking and everything else, so I think I'll give that a pass. Anyway, Traitors though, that's good.
Oh, I love Traitors.
Yeah.
Right, I've got to do some nursing thing.
Oh, right. No, Miss OG's got to go and change the bandages, so good luck with that. And no, I'm not showing it, even though Halloween is this month. Popped out a little OG, quick pint. Mrs. OG's in the supermarket doing a bit of shopping in Tesco's, so I'll treat little OG to a beer. Be rude, not to. Thursday's been the new Fridays and all. Weatherspoons it is. Oh, yes. Spoiling you here, little OG. Thursday night, Weatherspoons with a Pepsi.
Unfortunately, I'm on the meds. So
you're on the meds.
I can't.
And on the mend.
Yeah.
Hey. And luckily for me, I'm not on the meds. So it's Stella o'clock for me. Lady Stella is in the house. Here's to a happy weekend, folks. When it gets here, of course. Not too far off now, you know, not too far off, in grasping distance. Back there, pint can of Stella. It was very nice, broke the evening up. We're home now watching this. Bit of Traitors, we are thoroughly enjoying it. And little OG's been harassed by Leia the cat as we speak. We just can't get enough food at the moment, bless her. And that's her new little deck chair over there, look. Friday afternoon, work is done, the weekend is officially upon us, and Mrs. OG, in her infinite wisdom, has decided to kick my weekend off in style. Where are you taking me, Mrs. OG?
To get your flu jab.
Yeah, we're not going to the pub, it's not beer o'clock. She's taking me down to get injected. Little OG's had his. You had yours already, hadn't you?
I did, yeah.
Were you brave?
I'm the bravest.
Debatable.
Hold on. Hold on a second.
That's
I was
debatable.
A very brave boy with my hand.
I'm sure, yes you were. I have to say,
Thank
well
you.
done you, well done you.
Thank you very much.
I have been jabbed.
Stab.
Flu jab, I've had a flu jab. And Mrs. OG, how brave was I?
I was a big brave boy.
I was. We went in together. And they said how brave I was. Even little OG come in and watched. It was the smile on his face as they put the needle in though. That didn't impress me much. But anyway, yeah, it was a very good injection, as injections go. I.e., you didn't feel a lot, which is how good injections should be, really. Yeah. I can't move my arm now, but hey, all's good in the hood. Made it out into the games room. I'm going to have a go on that Splatterhouse, try and get a decent score to submit to the Discord, because I haven't submitted one yet, and there's some pretty heavy scores going in already. Anyway, yeah, look, I bought myself a thing. It was Amazon Prime Day, wasn't it, in the week, so I bought myself this. Yes, what is it, you ask? Well, it's a Dupez Play, isn't it? Whatever Dupez Play is. Basically, it's a secondary monitor. It's like a little thin monitor that's portable. So when I'm editing on my laptop, I can have two monitors for clicking and dragging. But it's for this PC here, for this mini PC as well. Because when I'm live streaming, currently, if I do a live stream from the games room, it means I can only show what's on the single monitor, and it's a bit of a pain. And if I want to do gameplay and stuff like that, it's really difficult to do. But with a secondary monitor, we should be all right. So I'm going to have a little play with that. Let's get that set up this afternoon as well. Yeah. Bit of gaming, bit of this, bit of that, bit of the other. And I might see if Mrs. OG and Little OG fancy the pub before dinner tonight. They might not. And if not, I will be having myself a pint in here. Oh, he says. 9 cans of Stella remaining. I'm going to have to go shopping at some point. Anyway. Do some gaming. Good news, after lots and lots of messing about, I've got the front end of this to actually work with my controller and stuff, so I'm quite pleased. But the problem is, in arcade games, it's only recognising one button. Oh, something that should be so simple. So Pac-Man and Space Invaders and Galaxian, great. But anything where you want to jump as well, ain't happening. So I haven't used a gamepad on that at the moment, which is a ball ache. Oh, these things are sent to trice, but I tell you what, these things I chip away until I eventually get some form of resolve. Anyway, I think it's gonna be a beer o'clock soon, isn't it? Got to be beer o'clock soon. And my secondary monitor is working very nicely indeed. And Splatterhouse, I've submitted my highest score. I still haven't got over 30k. But I'll tell you what, it's doing my head in. There's a level there where you get to some sort of poltergeist thing. And for the love of me, I just can't get past it. I can smash the floating chair. I can smash the flying knives. But then the picture leaps off the wall and starts attacking you, and I can't do that. My life. So this is what I've spent the afternoon fiddling with on the computer. The bar top. Like I say, I've got the arcade controls to work. It can select games, it can go through files, it can do all this sort of good stuff. But like I say, it's only recognising one button on these sort of arcade games and stuff like that, which is a real pain in the bum, as you can imagine. Equally, I've got this attached to it as well, so I can use all the games for that, which is handy for games like what was it? Games like oh, you know, your Xbox games and all that. But as you can see, it's a good little drive. It's got everything in there, and I've now got the computer, so it boots straight into this front end, so it doesn't have to go via Windows and me manually change it and all that. So it's been a productive afternoon. I've not done a lot, but I have, if that makes sense, because you know what I mean. You spend so much time just fiddling with these things, but I'm very pleased with it so far. So as you can see there, it's pretty good for the arcade games. But using this is great because, especially with all the buttons on there, especially for the other consoles. So there's a few consoles on it. I'm going to be doing a full review of this hard drive anyway. But there's the Xbox. Look, Halo Combat Evolved. Who remembers that game, Halo? What a game that was! Absolute beast of a game. But like I say, I will be doing a full review of this, and trust me, this weren't a silly amount of money. These things, but yeah, a bit of Game Boy. Look, oh, I love Game Boy. So many great memories. SNES, many memories of that. Nintendo 64, not so much so, because so I was a different time of my life, shall we say. Yeah, but all good stuff, all good stuff. Castlevania, Dawn of Sorrow. Oh dear. Anyway, so that's what I've spent the afternoon doing. Hope yours has been a little bit more productive than mine. Just had a phone call from my mate Alcon, El Hackney. Yes, that's his go-to name. Anyway, he's got a YouTube channel. I've already done a little short video, but in case you haven't seen it, he does Street Fighter 2 online play, and my God, is he good at it. Yeah, I've never faced him because there'd be no point. He'd wipe the floor with me. Anyway, if you could, just go and subscribe to him, because he needs to get so many subs before you're allowed to sort of stream here on YouTube. And he wants to stream on YouTube. He's been doing it on other platforms, but YouTube is where he wants to be. So go over there and give him a subscribe, please, please, please. I'll put the link in the channel notes and all that sort of stuff. Maybe even in the comments, okay? So give him a shout, please, please do. Anyway, talking of Street Fighter 2, I thought I might have a little go myself, you know. Alcon, this game is for you, although I'm not as good as you. An absolute beast of a game, and a game I've played so many times here on the channel. I just love it, and I always come back to it. But it's, yeah, my love for this come from when I had the Super Nintendo. And it was actually the game that made me buy a Super Nintendo. I had never even played Street Fighter 2, not even on the arcade. And then I saw all the hype around the complete Super Nintendo package when it got dropped. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to go play that. I fancy that. And I bought it purely blind on the hype alone. So, you know, what are your memories of Street Fighter 2? Do you remember it as fondly as I do? I'll be absolutely honest, I've not got into the sort of the modern ones and the not remakes, they're not remakes, are they? But, you know, the more modern versions with all the lovely graphics and everything else. I've not done any of them, but there's just something about this. It's just pure nostalgia to me. It really, really is. Oh, yes. And I always do Ryu. Man, I have been told in the past, Rob, don't do Ryu. He's do Ken, because apparently Ken is faster, but Ryu has a slight power difference. I'm not sure what the score is. Of course, lucky there. Then he got caught by him. But like I say, I'm not that great at this game. I never have been. I struggle in pulling out the special moves and all that, but it don't matter. To me, I just enjoy it. Anyway, I've done Blanca. Let's see how many more I can do. Guile. Okay. I always found him a bit tough. Got him now. And again. Oh, he beat me to the kick. Maybe I should get my man Alcon to give me a lesson on how to do this stuff. So that's kill. Right, okay. So I'm trying to pull out my... That one. Yes. Oh. Oh, whoa, how close was that? Look at the bars. My God, I'm busy concentrating on how do I put off that special move? Forget the special move, Rob. Just hit him. I did it then. Oh, dear. I'm not doing so well this round, mate. Look, I'm down to half level. Maybe I'm coming back. Oh, yes. Come on, Rob. You got this. Oh, brilliant. What a comeback. Don't call it a comeback. Hey. I love that. Look. Cap. C-A-P. That's in Capcom. Such a good company, aren't they? Oh, Eddie Honda. He does that sort of mad punch thing, doesn't he? That's really fast. Alcon keeps telling me, he keeps saying, Rob, go over onto the online play for this. And I'm like, no, mate. Because I'd end up getting so frustrated because it'd be like me playing COD. Where there's just loads of little kids just beating me up all day. Nah, mate, I ain't doing that. And I'd end up just getting frustrated with it. Oh, God, got out of there just in the nick of time. Here he goes again. And again, he tried it for the third time. Yes, come on, Rob. Yes, God, blimey, right at the last minute. Look at that, how close is that? Woof. God, that was... I do like this game. Oh, get out of there. Oh, blimey. I did all right there, you know. I did all right. Taking out Eddie Honda. Who we got next? Oh, here we go. The bonus level. I always thought this is a Lexus. Probably due to licensing, they couldn't label the car maybe, but I don't know, it doesn't look dissimilar to a Lexus, does it? Let's have your thoughts in the comments. Is that a Lexus? What do you think? I personally think it was. I always end this level, I always end it with 8 on the clock. 5 this time. I think the best I've ever done was 8. Yeah, usually 8 I end up with. Why there's 5 today, I don't know. Maybe it's the pressure. Here we go. Who we got next? Oh, Ken. Right. Let's see. This is the ultimate battle for me now. Oh, mate. He's handed me. Oh, blimey. Oh, my God. I didn't have a bloody chance, did I? You lose. I didn't have the... Well, I haven't even seen Chun-Li. Just luck. Oh, how close was that? Anyway, Street Fighter 2, what are your memories of that? Is it as fond as mine? Oh, I love that game. I still do. Absolutely brilliant game. I'm no good at it. Algon, I want some lessons, mate. Finished my bit of gaming there in the games room for a Friday evening. I'm going off indoors now. I'm going to go and cook dinner. But I've cheated. When me and little OG went over to Tesco's yesterday and had a pint while Mrs. OG was perusing the aisles, I bought some Yo Sushi like platter stuff and all that because it looks really tasty. So I bought that. So I said, don't worry, I'll do dinner tomorrow, love. Oh yes. I'm going to just put it on the table. Help yourself. And I even picked up the disposable chopsticks. I'm a clever boy, you know. I'm a clever boy. Tonight's dinner. There's the sushi platter. I forgot to film it. We've started straight away. Some sort of seaweed salad. Some salmon there and some chicken bits and all sorts. A bit of everything. And these are the hot bits there. And some sweet chili sauce. And some, soy sauce. But so far, so good. We have just watched episode 1 of Monster on Netflix. It's a bit out there, but not in a bad way. Let's ask Mrs. OG's opinion. Mrs. OG, Monster, Netflix, what do you think? Different. Yeah, I'm quite looking forward to seeing where it's going. I'm going to look forward to episode 2. I think I am. Anyway, there we go. And talking of monsters, I've got a furry one at my feet. There she is, look. You right, Leia? Have you been a good girl? What are you doing? I know. She keeps begging for food, bless her. But we can't keep feeding, yeah? We've got her on these diet biscuits and they just don't seem to be... She's pouncing constantly. What to do? Good morning, folks. Saturday morning. I bought myself something in the week and it got delivered. Check this bad boy out. You know I like cremated toast. Well, look, right. Now, this toaster is brilliant. I've had so many toasters in the past and they're always rubbish. They don't evenly do your toast and all that. But this does it really quick and really even. Anyway, it's called a Krups. And my sister-in-law and brother-in-law have got this toaster. And I was like, that's a brilliant toaster. Where'd you get it? And she said, I went on which website years ago and I said, which best toaster? And it came up with that one. And I have to say, it's superb. Anyway, I went and buy one and they're no longer available. So I went on trusted old eBay and I got it. And I have to say, I've been loving it ever since. Anyway, yeah, Krups toasters, they're the business, mate. They're the business. Early Saturday afternoon, Mrs. OG's in her shack. She's had lesson part 2 on her laser engraving. So she's now doing a little project in there for herself. And of course, look, there she is, little Leia. In her favourite place. She spends hours just staring down in that corner of the garden. The old grass is dying off a bit there, isn't it? Like, yeah, it is, isn't it? How are you? You alright? Yeah. Tell you what, she's really eating loads and loads of biscuits at the moment. We have to weigh them out every day, don't we, Leia? She's not happy. She said she just don't seem to be filling her up. And we're using them light biscuits as well. Sort of some special light biscuit, which is meant to be good for a diet. Anyway, we weigh it out every day and we give her a lot, but she just don't seem to be fulfilling her at all. A bit like eating McDonald's food, I suppose, isn't it? I always describe McDonald's food as empty food. Just never quite fills you up, does it? I think she needs a big old Indian or a Chinese. Snipped into our local town. Got a bit of shopping to do for me and Mrs. OG wants to go to Poundland. Or, as I call it, it's actually called Pound Lad here in my town because the N fell off, so it's Pound Lad. Look at this here, look. That's a rather large spider, isn't it? That's a big boy he is. Look at him. It's a proper she-lob there. Look at that. It's pretty cool, isn't it? Oh, and a few skellies up there as well, look. Oh, dear me. It's all beginning to look a bit haunted round here. Anyway, so Pound Lad might pop in CEX and might have a pint as well. Because it would be rude not to. My local CEX and Catan there and Warhammer book. Now that Catan, right, that caught my eye because they want £32 for that. And as you can see, it's new and sealed. So they haven't opened it to check everything's in there and stuff. Now I do know them board games in particular, there was a spat of loads of fake ones of those were flooding the market. So yeah, I don't know if they, obviously they're not checking board games the same way they do video games. Because if you take a sealed video game in, apparently they open it up, but obviously not with board games. So if you've had any experience of that in CEX, do drop in the comments. I'm sure people have said it in the past. Anyway, look, a Nintendo Switch 2. This is the first time I've actually physically seen one at $365. What are we thinking of the price of that? And it's quite a nice little comparison there to see it next to the original Switch, which I've got the original Switch. But yeah, I can see the actual size difference there, so quite impressed at that. And have you gone in for the new Switch, the Switch 2? If so, drop in the comments. What are your thoughts? And do you think it's going to go digital only? It's going to be interesting. And a look in the retro cabinets. Resident Evil, that is such a popular game franchise, isn't it? That and Silent Hill. I mean, Capcom and Konami. Not too much new here in the way of retro, but it's always good to look. As I always say, you've got to keep looking. Now, these two caught my eye. I saw these last time I was in here. I mean, what two great film franchises they are, but out of the two, for me, it's got to be that RoboCop, and you know what I mean? Yeah, it was just such an iconic film, wasn't it, really? And of course, and the video game, oh, the arcade of that is just a superb game. Anyway, I thought it was nice to see out in the wild. Just a shame, really, that Nintendo NES and Super Nintendo games were made with them cardboard packages. Imagine if they'd have used plastic like Sega. Would have been so much better. Whilst on the subject of Nintendo, quick look at the GameCube games. I don't buy many GameCube games, not like I used to. Maybe a system I should pick up back for again. Adama there. No, absolutely nothing about that title. Intriguing little title though. Carried on perusing the shelves as I do. And something caught my eye here. I do remember this game from back in the day. Do you know anything about this? Is it cel-shaded graphics, if I recall? Yeah, was it a first-person shooter or what? I can't quite recall. One of you good people will know though. Any good? Is it worthy of a pick-up? Let me know in the comments. The original Xbox there, Halo 2. I loved the first Halo game. That caught my eye. Star Wars Obi-Wan. Not the greatest Star Wars cover in the world though. I don't think I've ever played that one, you know. Yeah, Tenchu now, spied that. Great little game, aren't they, the Tenchu series. Now, if you're a PSP collector, look, this branch has loads and loads of PSP in at the moment. Yeah, so either someone's had a bit of a sale up, or they're not selling as well. Who knows? Let me know your thoughts. And of course, any trip to CEX, I have to go in for the PS3. I do love the PS3, I just think there's some classic games still available for this system, and I think these games are really well priced at the moment. So if you don't already do so and you're thinking of a new system to collect for, I couldn't recommend this one more, mate, honestly. Trust me, it's a great system. And to me, the games still look quality. Marvel versus Capcom there, a fiver, great example. I mean, Marvel, Capcom, what's not to love with that one? And a fiver, the price is even good. Then on to the PS4. I'll tell you what, I've been picking up a few little PS4 titles of late, so yeah, always some really sort of interesting ones like that. That looks interesting. Extinction, never heard of it. But every time I sort of look at the PS4, there's an odd title that's really sort of grabbing my attention. I saw this, The Escapist, the Walking Dead edition, and I do pick that up. I have never played one of the Escapists games, but the graphics and everything look right up my street, to be fair. So I really must get round to playing some of these PS4 games. I mean, this looked brilliant. That's obviously a VR game, but I bet that's really authentic. I bet it's really good style, that one. Yeah, fully immersive, should we say. The Escapist 2, I was drawn. Do I get that one, or do I get the Walking Dead one? I went for the Walking Dead. Grand Theft Auto Trilogy here, £22, the definitive edition. Which brings us to the question, when will GTA be out? CEX done there, got a few nice games actually. I'll show you when we get back. Anyway, let's ask Mrs. OG that all important question. Mrs. OG, have you got any other shops to go to?
No.
What time is it?
3 o'clock.
Happy days. Weatherspoons this week, something a bit different. Here we go. Beer o'clock. Weatherspoons was absolutely heaving, and we mean heaving, and there was not a spare table in the whole place. I mean, what's going on today? It's just coming up to 4 o'clock. So is there a bigger sporting event or something today? Anyway, we come into the vineyard, the Old Faithful, and all is good in the hood. Lady Stella is now in the house. Cheers, guys, girls. Hope you're having a good one. We are homeward bound. Mrs. OG's driving the car very safely, I can assure you. We picked up a Chinese takeaway for me and Mrs. OG. I've gone for some mixed starters, a beef curry with no peas. I hate peas, devil's food. A egg fried rice, and Mrs. OG's gone for king prawn, sweet and sour, Hong Kong styly. Oh yes, we ain't playing games. Anyway, heading home. We just hope there's no road closures, because every time we come out there's new signs. This road will be closed from this. The roadworks around us are just nuts, mate. They're just changing the goalposts every other day. Does my nutting, I tell you. Does me nutting. Anyway, I'm hoping we can get through without any issues. And I might even treat Mrs. OG a bit later to episode 2 of Monster. What a show that is, people. What a show.
Sorry.
He didn't indicate. Mrs. OG swore. She swears all the time lately on this channel. Have you noticed?
That scared me because he came hammering out of there.
Yes,
and
I
then
saw, my dear.
Thank you.
Don't you worry,
Didn't
Armia. He didn't indicate. He didn't have to indicate. He knows where he's going. Just he don't want to tell anyone else where he's going. That's all. Don't you want? Do I not make your heart go anymore?
Not like that, but no. What I mean is that was a shock. So I thought he was going to hit me.
Still at Artois Unfiltered.
Do you want a glass for that?
A bit of, I might pour it in a glass, Mrs. OG, I might. A bit of chicken satay and some starters there, look. Yeah, so all good in the hood. Let's get amongst this. Oh, and I do love a bit of satay sauce. Mrs. OG just said a very funny thing, actually. She loves peanut butter, but doesn't like satay sauce. Drop in the comments. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Personally, I love satay sauce, but I'm not a big fan of peanut butter. Opposites attract, they say. Opposites attract. Dinner has been consumed. We're now sat in front of the telly and we're watching Netflix. We're about to watch that Monster, the Ed Gein story, Gein. How do you pronounce that? Gein? I don't know. Gene? Yeah, none of us, we don't really know. But we watched episode 1 last night, watching episode 2 tonight. It's interesting, isn't it?
No.
The jury's still out. Anyway, let's do this. Good morning, folks. It is Sunday morning. I am up bright and early, up and at 'em, so to speak. I was sat in front of the telly last night, doom scrolling on my phone, was watching a bit of telly, you know, as you do. And I went on Marketplace on Facebook and I found a little bundle quite close to me, well, about 8 miles away. Yeah, it's only a wee bundle. It's got a few controllers and that with it, and you can never have enough Wii controllers. So I thought, yeah, it ain't a bad price. No major games with it or anything like that, but I'm going to go and pick it up. I've agreed a price, so I'm going to go and get it now, and yeah, all good in the hood. Item has been collected. Now in the car going back home. So plans for today, well, I'm obviously going to get home. I've had my shower and that already. I could have done with a haircut really and a bit of a shave. Oh well, I'll do it in the week. And then we're off down. There's like a little sort of food market thing, you know, down local. So we're going to go and have a look at that. Might end up buying something to munch on. And maybe got to go and do a little bit of shopping, not sure. And then after that I am getting in the games room this afternoon because it looks like a bomb's gone off again, because I bought a load of packaging materials and I've just dumped them all in the in the games room for the moment. So I'm going to be having to clear up in there, photographing the pint glasses, the wine glasses and stuff like that, and getting them up on the website ready to sell. Because obviously I needed decent packaging, because hey, sending pint glasses through the post isn't going to be the easiest thing. But I've done the packaging. I've sent one up to Scotland and it got there safely. So I have faith in the packaging materials I have purchased. Oh, busy. Anyway, let's get back to OGDuffy Towers. Get myself some breakfast. I'll use my new toaster. I love that toaster. Now home, toast, cup of coffee. Oh yes, let the games begin. Having a walk down to the food markety thing. Quite the outing. I think they do it about once a month, and I have to admit, I think I've only ever been once in my lifetime in its entirety. So yeah, could be interesting. I'm sure there'll be a sausage roll or two to be had, you know. Popped in the local park and look, there's this stone trail. I filmed this ages ago, but let's see how far it's got, how far it's grown. We are nearly there, and there we are. The end. That's how long that trail goes, look. Talking of trails, there's little OG and Mrs. OG. Finished that food thing, we just looked at the time, it's 10 to 12. Mrs. OG said, should we go for a drink? I said, yeah, well, we've got 10 minutes to kill, so we're going to have a little walk around the park, and then we will go and have a pint in the pub. Oh, yes, she's spoiling me today, I tell you, she's spoiling me. Looking at the pond there, look, it's a bit overgrown with the bulrushes, but it reminds me of mushy peas. The food of the devil, mushy peas. 10 minutes till the pub opens, little OG.
Yeah.
Isn't it weird that when you've got to waste some time, like now, it takes forever, doesn't it? Time goes really slow.
I'm not thinking about it.
I am.
That makes it worse.
What are you going to have to drink?
Oh, petrol
Oof. Hot stuff, baby.
in my wound.
Oh, that'll more than clean your wound, my friend. Oh, I'm liking the new bandage.
Well, it's more for my protection because of,
Yes.
I don't want little children running into my hand when it's down by my side because it might just react and just...
Yeah. Backhander. Oh, anyway. Pub be open soon. Little OG just said, we're walking around, he said, what's in that bit there? Mrs. OG said, oh, come and have a look. It's got snake pits there. He said, I don't think I'll bother, thank you very much. Snake pits. What she meant was this. It's like these little hidey things they make for the snaky grass snakes. What else we got? A slow worm and a common lizard. Oof, oof. They're all in there loitering.
No, you need to keep an eye behind you.
And as little OG just said, he said, look behind you, Dad. Look, there's another one there that they've put. He thinks we're going to get attacked by snakes. He's thinking all Indiana Jones style-y.
Well, I've been attacked enough.
Actually, I suppose with your hand and stuff, you're probably a bit wary of venomous snakes. And although I don't think there's any venomous snakes. There's not a lot round here, really.
No, because it's blocked off at the top now.
But do you know what time it nearly is, Mrs. OG?
Oh, I suppose it'd be time to go in the pub.
So it's nearly...
Beer o'clock. Blooming early one for you.
Well, your suggestion,
It's
Mrs.
better than snake o'clock.
Yeah, I'll give you that. Give us a wave, Mrs. OG.
Yeah, because they bought the BBC one.
We have finished there in the pub. We're now headed home. Mrs. OG is going to get into her little craft room, do a bit of laser engraving stuff. What are you doing this afternoon, little OG?
I'm not sure. I don't know yet.
No plans yet. What about you? Well, we know what you're doing, Mrs. OG. You're engraving. And as for me, I'm getting in the games room, sorting out my packaging. Because, yeah, it's got a bit of a mess out there, which I'll show you shortly. Yes. Enjoyed those couple of lunchtime pints down the pub there. The unplanned beers are always the best. Anyway, I'm now having myself a Cornish pasty. Or a traditional pasty, should I say. Because it's probably not from Cornwall. Well, I know it's not from Cornwall because it was made down there in the place where I live, local fair.
Smells lovely.
Does smell very nice indeed. Yeah, I think I'm in for a treat here. Looks very nice. Get this down me. Bit of pastry and innards. Out in the games room, I just got myself a can of beer. A Red Stripe pint can. Treated myself to some pint cans down at the local shop whilst walking back from the pub. I have to say that was a little result, wasn't it? Mrs. OG's suggestion, that was. Quite nice in there. Chatting to the landlady and stuff, who's Nick knows. Isn't it weird? Nick knows the landlady of the pub and Nick don't drink. Madness. Anyway, cheers. So what's the plan this afternoon? Right. Going to show you them pickups I had from CEX yesterday. Might give them one of them games a play as well. And this corner here needs sorting. As you can see, this is packaging for the pint glasses the wine glasses and everything else. So I've got bubble wrap, them foam polystyrene type what's-its I describe them as, and the boxes there to pack the glasses in, and said glasses, of which there are more to come. Oh, and some tape as well, yes, to tape up the packages, all with the word fragile on. Oh, yes, thought of everything I have. I have just come from Mrs. OG's craft shack, and I'm leaving her to ride solo. I've told her what to do. She's wrote some little notes, and now I've left her to it. And you know what? She's cracking on and doing it okay. So I'm very pleased with her, bless her. Anyway, I'm out in the games room now. I'm going to sort out this packing material, get that put away, get these glasses up on the website, work out costings and all that sort of stuff. So busy, busy, busy. Yes, indeed. And of course, show you them pickups I've had. Those CEX pickups from yesterday are here. Let me show you what I've got, people. Got a mixed bag. Got some PS3, of course I did, and some Wii. As you know, I'm loving the Wii. Now this one, right, okay, Sam and Max Season 1. Now this is a Telltale's game. Yeah, Telltale Games and Adventure Company present this. I've got the Telltale game series on the PS3 for Walking Dead and... what's the other one there? I'm looking over at the shelves in the hope that it all comes back to me. And Game of Thrones. So that'd be interesting. I've never seen that before. So I thought 3 notes, we'll have some of that. Yeah, that'll look a nice one on the shelf for sure. Now this one's come up. And I thought I had this. And I looked at the app, the CLZ app. And it transpires I haven't. And it is this here. No More Heroes. Paid a £5 for that one. Travis Touchdown Otoku Hitman. It's a 16 plus game. These are all complete as well, by the way, because hey, they're not Master System or Sega Mega Drive games, so I don't have to worry so much now when I'm buying it. I bought myself another PS4 title. Yeah. And it is this here, The Escapists, The Walking Dead edition. I'll be honest, I'm looking at the graphics of this, and I've played Prison Architect, and it looks similar graphically, but obviously it's going to be very different indeed. So I thought, yeah, I've never played The Escapists. Any good? Drop me in the comments, let me know. And now we come on to the PS3 games in no particular order. I've got Borderlands, the pre-sequel. Okay, yeah, £1.50. Cheap as chips make the PS3 games, honestly. Can't go wrong with PS3, I'm just loving PS3. A Lego game. Now, the last Lego game I played, about 4-6 weeks ago, I really got into it, and it's the Lego Lord of the Rings. Brilliant game. And I saw this, Indiana Jones, The Original Adventures. I love Indiana Jones. Who doesn't? Come on. Tell me, someone in the comments will probably say, oh, I can't stand Indiana Jones films. You are a rare breed if you don't like Indiana Jones films, especially the original trilogy. They're great films, aren't they? And I just thought, you know what? These Lego games were so much fun, especially that Lord of the Rings one. So what else we got? Ridge Racer 7. Obviously, I remember Ridge Racer from the PS1 days. I used to play it. God, I used to play it to death on PS1. Great game. Used to have a bit of a Gallagher loading screen as well on the PS1, which is as much fun as the actual Ridge Racing game itself. And the last one I got was this here, Sniper Elite V2. I've probably got copies of this on other systems, but I haven't got it on the PS3. So I thought, you know what? For £2 whole, it'd be rude not to. So those are my pickups from CEX. I will also go back to my car and get out of the boot that Wii bundle I bought. Not a bad price I paid for that. Extra controllers and stuff. I don't know if they're third party or not. We'll have a look. But I think it all needs a good clean, shall we say. Done my photos for me pint glasses, wine glasses, that sort of stuff. Gonna go and check on Mrs. OG. Not heard from her this afternoon, which is a good thing. Which means she's probably got the grips of it all. Let's go and see how she's getting on. There she is, in her little shack. What's she doing? Looks like she's bopping. She's got a groove on, look. She's dancing. Oh, can I hear some music? Obviously, I can't play it for copyright, but... we caught her there. We caught her out. How goes it, Mrs. OG?
That's all right.
You were getting your little groove on there.
I was dancing. I thought I'd have a little boost.
Have you had any issues? So you've been following your little instructions there, which you've written down brilliantly, and you're on top of this. You've got this. Excellent.
Yeah.
Well done, you.
Thank you.
Proud of you. Good girl. I'm going to go back to my beer. Sunday night here in the games room, I have literally been just so busy just doing stuff on the website and everything else. Time's just gone. Time has gone like that. Flown by, folks. So unfortunately, no gameplay tonight. Oh, I'm actually really tired. I'm ready for my bed. I've managed to upload though onto the website the beer glasses, the wine glasses, the coasters, the package deals, all that good stuff. So if you're interested in that, check out www.ogduffy.com. Oh, I tell you what, there's just not enough hours in the day. There truly isn't, guys, girls, mate. Oof. Anyway, I need more hours. But I've done it. I'm quite pleased with what I've done there today. The website bit took a bit of time to get everything uploaded, but it's done. It's done. So, lack of gameplay, especially all them games I bought there and CEX as well. I wanted to play one of them this weekend, but not to be. And that box with the Nintendo Wii is still in the boot of the car. But trust me, when I tell you it needs a good scrub-a-dub-dub, I'm not fooling you. Anyway, I've been OGDuffy. You've been absolutely amazing as always. You know what? I found we're going to go to bed. Anyway, catch you all next week for the weekend vlog. My bed's calling. See you then.